Hello everyone, welcome back to another housing tutorial. It's been a while since I've uploaded, since I've been on vacation, but I'm back and I'll be making more house tutorials. But as you've seen from the title of the video and also probably the thumbnail, there are 3 different ways to make a shop. So the game you have in housing may include some type of shop, where players can buy items, coins, whatever you want. And I've set up 3 different ways you can do it. RNG, so when they buy, they get a random item. Buy up front, you just click the button, they pay, they get the item. And trading, where, you take items to get another item. I'll talk about them more deeply once we get to them, but let's start off with the RNG one that's just right over here. Of course, you're going to want to have your shop thing set up. Hey, I'm not even holding... Okay. Alright, so you're going to have one, of course, you're going to want to have your shop set up. And there are a few different ways players can buy, whether that's by an NPC, a pressure plate. We're just going to be using an action button, which if you come over to your housing menu, which is always going to be in your, right here, 9th slot, you can come up to items, and there's always going to be the action button. There's no rank required. Action button is for everyone. By the way, you see all this other stuff? Yeah, sorry, you're going to need a rank for that if you don't see it in yours. But anyways, you can grab yourself an action button from here. You can place it anywhere you want, and, you place it anywhere you want. You shift click it, and we're going to start with this. We'll get to that black box later, but let's just start off with this. We're going to start off with checking whether your inventory is full. So if your inventory is full, it won't let you buy the item because then you wasted your money and didn't get the item. It's really annoying if that happens. I do want to give a shout out to Pizza Ninja for giving me the forums page for this. But anyways, we start off, we're going to have it give you an item. And this item, well, you don't see much in this slot, but there is an item here. That item I used, usually this is the best item you want to use it for. Just come over to the colored blocks and light gray stained glass pane. Get that. Hold on to that. You're going to want to type in /edit. And then you can just rename the item to just hit Shift 7 and then the letter R. And now it does not have a name. So you can use that so players won't see it. It won't be weird and all that. So it gives you the item. Allow multiple disabled, first slot. Make sure replacing existing item is disabled or it will just not be worth it. We're going to have our first conditional here. And this one, we're still doing the checking whether your inventory is full. The first condition is it checks whether you have the item, which is the invisible gray stained glass pane. And, well, meta tag, anywhere, any amount, doesn't matter. I'm going to have match any condition. I'm going to have that off. I actually don't know what it does, but I'm just going to tell you, have it off. And the if actions, if you do have the item, have it remove that item, which, once again, you can't see it because it's invisible. And then the second one is full_inventory set to 0, or 0 can also be interpreted as false. So, in the condition, it will check if you have that item. If you do have that item, remove the item, and change player stat to your inventory is not full, right? The second one is else action. If you don't have the item, change player stat to full inventory set 1, or in other words, true. Your inventory is full. Next, send a chat message like, your inventory is full. And then you can play a sound like Anvil Land, pitch 0.8, which I got off the forums. I just pretty much carbon copied it. But that will make sure it will check whether your inventory is full. But if we just leave it like this, it's practically useless. The next condition is a little bit more important. This is the where you actually buy stuff. The first one is coin is greater or equal to 100. Now, it doesn't have to be coin. You can name your currency anything you want. I do a recommendation, never capitalize the words because then it gets confusing. Greater than or equal to the price, which is for here 100. The next player stat requirement is full inventory is equal to 0. So it checks whether your inventory is not full or is full. So if your inventory is full, the rest of this will not run. In the if action, it will teleport the player to where? The black box. And the next one, coin decrement by 100. So it removes 100 coins since you bought it. The else action, just insult the player. Just tell them they're broke. But anyways, let's actually get some coins so we can test this out. Because it teleports the player to that black box. Because, I think like 2 years ago, last year, I don't remember. I remember seeing it in a tutorial. But let's give ourselves some coins so we can buy it. 100 coins. Let's go click the button. And it will drop us into the box rolling, and we have a wooden sword. Now, you don't need to add the black box, but next is the RNG part. We go to house settings, nope, not house settings, system, custom mint, regions, and this one is just called random underscore item. Just go to entry actions, and there's going to be a few conditionals. It depends on how many items you have in the RNG roll. The more items, the more conditionals. But anyways, change player stat. I have the stat random underscore item set to %random.int/1 space 101%. What this does is the random item stat will be randomly set through a number 1 through 100. Now, I know I put 101, but for some reason, if you just put 100, it'll be like 1 through 99 and all that, so you just want to do one number up. So your random item will be set to a random number, 1 through 101. The next conditional is for our items. Player stat requirement. Random item needs to be less than or equal to 50. So if the random item stat is randomly within 1 to 50, which is like 50% chance, it will give you the wooden sword, which makes it the most common. Allow multiple, because this is RNG. Of course you want to scam your players as much as possible. And then the else actions, there's no else action. Second conditional is for the second item, which the first one is random item is greater than or equal 51. So it is 51 and higher. We do have another stat, so it doesn't go to 100. So this one is random item less than or equal to 80. So it's 51 through 80, which is a lower chance. It's like around 20 or something. Whoops, I'm not meaning to click that. It's like a 30% chance to get it. And the last conditional is just another one, random item greater than or equal to 81. So the wooden sword is 1 through 50, stone sword is 51 through 80, and this last one is 81 to 100. So 50%, 30%, 20% chance. And then the last one is teleport player back to spawn, and then I had a display title showing rolling. So let's try to get all the items, so I'm going to grab some more coins. Just going to click this a few times. Let's roll. Okay, we got the stone sword. Let's see if we can get the iron one. Head right all the way back. Okay, now we got another wooden sword. Let's see how long this takes. Another wooden sword. Yeah, you see, wooden sword's most common. Another wooden sword. Man, gosh. Another stone sword. Can I have an iron sword, please? I know it's like a 20% chance, but can I please have iron sword? Oh boy, this is gonna be a while, isn't it? Please. Another stone sword. Another wood sword. This going great. Remember, kids, if you need extra money, gamble, because this is obviously working out well. Okay, we roll this again, and there we go. We got the iron sword. Only took a few hundred coins. Let's reset. But like I said, you don't need the big box. You could just take that RNG stat without the teleports and put it here. So like what I just showed you, if I come back over to systems, region, come over to here, like the change player stat, the conditional, and the display title, no teleport. You can just take all that and put it within this button. You don't need a massive box. I just decided to do that because I thought it would be fun. Anyways, the next one is buying up front. This one's going to be, it's going to be more sense. If you have any questions, right after this video is published, I'm going to make a Discord server. I'm probably going to be the only one in it, so, yeah, ask questions. Or just go down in the comments, I'll answer questions. But this one is buy up front. This is way more easier than the stinking RNG one. It's just give item. You know, this is the checks inventory. We already know it gives you the item. It checks. Same thing as it's the same thing as that one over there, just copied over to here. So we're gonna ignore these first two. The next one, this is just pretty simple. Full inventory equal to 0. So you do not have a full inventory. Coin greater or equal to 50. There you go. Pretty simple. If action, coin, decrement 50, and then give the item to him. So it takes 50 coins to give the item. Otherwise, I'm just going to make it play the anvil land sound. Oh, heads up about this. This was the most obnoxious one. I know the RNG seems complicated, but this was one more annoying because I had a chat message whether your inventory was full. It was like your inventory's full, or whether you didn't have enough money. But if your inventory was full, it would give you both messages. Really annoying. Didn't want to go through the pain, but if you could figure it out, good for you. So yeah, that one's really simple. Didn't really take much time. You just, yeah. Anyways, and the last one. This one does not actually. Let's test it. I'm gonna prove to you that it actually works. Should probably, yeah. There you go. See, gives me wood sword. All right, let's get rid of these. All right, the next one is trading. This one, instead of using coins, so we're not gonna really need these guys. It will take items. So if we go into this guy, all it has is a give item. This is once again checking for full inventory. Once again, another copy, carbon paste of the keep and like checking, whatever. Next one is display menu. I know give item and display menu look really similar, but I just have, let's go over to display menus, display custom menu, trading. This one is fairly simple. We have an orange wool, needs 2 red wool, which I have, and this one needs 2 brown wool and 3 purple wool. So how I made this is, well, obviously, full inventory equal to 0. So you should have that stat. It always needs to be full inventory equal to 0. Next one is has item. 2 red wool, not 1, but 2. Meta tag, anywhere, and now we're gonna need to equal or greater amount, because it needs to be 2. Because if you don't turn this on, and you just put 2 red wool in here, it gets confusing. The next in the if actions is if action, give orange wool, allow multiple, all that, but also remove 2 wool. Make sure there are 2, the amount of items you want to take, make sure it's in the stack. And then in the else action, yeah, you cannot buy this item. And practically with the other one, this one right here, we did the same thing. Conditional, full inventory equal to 0. And then this time we just had 2 brown wool. And this one was 3 purple wool. Same thing as last time, just different items. And now I'm going to test it. So we click on this guy. Orange wool. Click on this. Green terracotta. Now, it says here, need 2 red wool, need 2 brown wool, and 3 purple wool. If you don't know how to do that, you can take any item, make sure it's in your hand slot, do /edit, and you can rename the item, edit lore. So if we rename the item to, like, I don't know, cheese. I know it's blue cheese. Cheese, it will now be named cheese. Edit lore, it'll be like, let's do this. We'll do color blue. So now if we hover over the item, blue is under it. If we add another, green, see, it goes on. You can change the color of it. You can also enchant items. So, like, I give this wool smite 10. Yeah, smite 10 blue-green. And you can have it edit actions. Now, yeah, this has nothing to do with the video. I just wanted to bring that up. Also, I don't know why I can place down smite 10 blue wool. Or, in this case, smite 10 cheese. But anyways, if you have any questions, ask them down in the comment section or join the Discord. I'll put the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe. We're really close to 100. If you subscribe, it means a lot. Thank you for watching. Adios.